Hello, hello. So today's third. Ooh, today is day 13. And wow, have I seen a shift? Quite literally. I have seen such a shift in myself. Like, I wouldn't have fully believed you if you said that I was going to feel this way today, if you had told me yesterday. That was a mess. All right, let's get to it because I'm like too excited to form a proper thought. That's not true. I'm too excited to speak my words clearly enough. Hopefully, this video works out. First of all, I would like to say that normally I do my practice pretty much first thing in the morning because I need to. Today, I actually didn't feel like I needed it this morning. I instead felt very inspired to make art, and I tried drawing completely freehand, which isn't something I've done in a very long time, since small childhood. I've always had some sort of tracing behind my drawing because my skill has always really lied in like coloring it in, and shading with like colored pencils and pastels. But today I drew something completely freehand. I've colored it in. I added so many details to it, and I have a full vision that I'm going to complete probably tomorrow. I'm hoping that I still have this energy tomorrow. Um, and it's turning out so beautifully for me to basically, it feels like doing something for the very first time because also I've never drawn this figure before. I'm working on actual human bodies. I've never drawn that before. I've never even really traced that before. And I just did it completely freehand today, and it's beautiful. I'm so proud of myself. I'm literally glowing, like on the inside. Like I'm in awe. And so I didn't do my practice until what, like 4 today, around 4 p.m. I'd already done so much today. I've been keeping up with household tasks, just like keeping the house running the way that I like it to be. I've created art, tried something brand new, and knocked it out of the park. That's so corny, but it's really how I feel. Like, oh my God. This morning I woke up to a debt being paid off, um, which is great. It was a multiple people's names were on this debt. It was only attached to me because I was on the lease. And I thought that it was never going to get paid. I thought I was going to have to wait the full 7 years for it to fall off. Overnight, it disappeared. That's a fucking miracle. Credit score went up. And a debt that was never mine in the first place has been cleared, gone, taken care of by who it should have been taken care of in the first place. Like, it's such a weight off my shoulders because if you would have, like, I looked at this debt literally last month and I was just like, well, I had just accepted that it was going to be there. This morning, I woke up to an email saying, like, congratulations on paying this off. And I clicked and it was gone. Wow. Like literal miracle. I don't care what anybody has to say. It's a literal miracle because that shit was really gonna be on there. I have found such a natural rhythm with my day. Like I used to try to create these routines, and I'm not like, yes, there is a lot of time that I've spent working towards finding what works for me in regards of routine, but I could never really keep it. It always felt too strict, too structured. And just yesterday, I had talked about getting rid of like the hustle mentality. I believe it was yesterday. That feels like a past lifetime, literally. Um, And I didn't. I just released the hustle mentality with everything. Like, I just started doing things because, like, oh, this is something that I know is going to make life easier for me and my partner. I want to do that because I love us. And things are just flowing so naturally. Like, I could not keep up with laundry. Neither of us could. It was just like our laundry would pile up and then it'd be stressful. And now I'm literally doing 1 to 2 loads a day. There's a lot of clothes that we don't dry in the dryer, um, and because they need to hang dry. And I realized that if I just do 1 load, I can just hang dry it. I don't have to make multiple trips since my laundry is not in unit. It's so much easier. I might just hang dry everything. Not everything. Some things you need to throw in the dryer, but like it's making things so much easier. Dinners have been streamlined because we actually are like using Crock-Pot and the Instapot and just choosing things that are so much easier for us. And also, we're choosing healthier meals and fueling our body better. Bodies. I don't know why I said body, like two in one. Um, I just like, I feel so much better. My brain feels so different. I literally feel like I'm able to access parts of my personality, parts of my brain, parts of me that I thought were gone. Like I couldn't access them. They're back. They're back almost like they never left. I'm moving in the world so much more comfortably. Because I think I used to be hard on myself because I like wasn't confident enough, but like at the end of the day, I was uncomfortable all the time. I just felt this deep uncomfortability, and I do still feel that. Like I am autistic, I am trying to function in the world, I am trying to unmask. There is a level of uncomfortability that comes with that. But I feel so much better. I can just like move around people. I can, if they look me in the eyes, I don't feel like, ah. I feel so much better. I feel so much like me. Last night, I just laid for a while and I had some frequencies playing and I didn't scroll on my phone. I didn't have anything else going on and I just laid with my thoughts. And I realized that I don't do that enough anymore. And it was because my brain was such a dark place to be. I didn't want to spend time with just my thoughts, even though I know how important that is. Um, and I'm finding that I'm just naturally correcting the limiting beliefs and thoughts that are popping up. Like, I'm not even like putting a lot of thought into reprogramming my brain. I just like hear like a thought will come up and I'll be like, hold on, like that's not right. And so I'll just say the correct thing, like what I actually believe, what I want to believe. And it feels natural. I don't feel the same resistance I was feeling before. It's wild. I have so much more compassion for myself right now. And that's one of the things I was really struggling with is like I couldn't feel enough compassion for myself. And it's like I feel unblocked. Like, wow. I'm remembering that I'm really somebody who makes shit happen. Like I really truly am. I am somebody who has always figured it out. Even at the worst of the worst stages of my life, I have figured out what needed to be figured out. And it's like, I've really been sitting here doubting myself because it's like I've been struggling, but it's like, well, no shit, I was struggling. Like I deserve so much compassion for definitely this past year and even before that, but like this past year, I deserve so much compassion. And I'm grateful that I can give myself that compassion now because that's who I need it from. I don't need it from others. Like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm the person who needs to be okay with where I've been. And I am. I really am. And I literally, like, I used to have a leopard gecko. I've actually had two. Um, but Oni is the name of the leopard gecko I had most recently, and the one who I had the very longest, who I got as a baby. And she would shed her skin, and I quite literally just like saw an image in my mind of shedding skin. Um, like I've left the old behind, and I'm out of my cocoon, and I'm so excited about the possibilities as this new form of myself, as the butterfly that I now am. And I just can't even describe how grateful I am. So, never doubt, never fucking doubt how amazing shifting one thing in your life can be. 1111. And on that note, that's all I got. Have a fucking great one.